Yep, go ahead.
This is the Nunckatessett Greenway campaign project for our Strategic Communications Nonprofits class. I'm Jaqci Gallant.
I'm Shelbie Casado.
I'm Tori Picarello.
And now we're going on into the overview of our campaign project. These are some of the pictures that we took when we visited the area in Carver's Pond. We took a little field trip and it was very beautiful.
So the overview for this, we're going to go over step 1, which is situation analysis and target audience identification. Step 2 is communication objectives. Step 3 is issue frames and message development. And step 4 is vehicles and dissemination strategies.
I'm just going to talk a little bit about our goals before we get started. Our first goal is really to get the community involved with the NGP because the only way we're going to thrive is if the community gets involved. So with the help of the BSU radio station and the Community Service Club, we're going to fulfill this goal, hopefully. We'd like to plan a gardening event, which would take a lot of work, but I think it would be worth it. And then we could maintain the cleanliness of the Greenway with the help of community service and ask local schools to take field trips there, science classes and things to explore.
All right, we're going to move on over.
So to begin with step 1, which is the situation analysis and target audience identification, we looked up the mission statement of the Greenway project, and that is to promote and create maintenance of the Nunckatessett Greenway. The 2 target audiences that we've chosen for this are the BSU radio station and the BSU community service team. Start with the BSU radio station. They're a bold and innovative radio station that's completely student run by students only. And the channel is WVIM-FM channel 71 in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. Like I said, they're a student-run organization that projects in commercial-free radio station for the BSU community to listen to. They shift between talk radio, rock, country, hip-hop, and much more. They'll talk and promote and spread awareness to their audience about the Greenway project. And moving on to the community service team, they're a group of actively engaged volunteers that help to take care of the Bridgewater community and the environment that they're surrounded by. They voluntarily choose to do what they do, so therefore we know that they care about what they're doing. And their goal is to keep the areas such as the Greenway project clean and engaging to the students. So we think both of these audiences would work well because the radio station can help get the word out to people that may not know about the project, and the community service team can help keep it clean and attractive for people to want to come and see it.
Okay, in step 2, we identified the communication objectives for the 2 target audiences. The radio station was to get them to promote the Greenway on the radio station live. And for the Community Service Club is to convince the Community Service Club to get them involved with the Greenway project more by cleaning up litter and recycling trash. 2 other points for both of them: have the radio station discuss their experience and encourage recreational use of the Greenway on air, and as well for the Community Service Club to get them to continue service through maintenance tours, leadership walks, and promotion of the park. So for the radio station, we want to inform the audience and motivate the audience to act. To inform the audience, we want to get people to know and understand what the NGP is and where it's located. We also want to get the radio station to interview someone from the Greenway and ask questions that will ultimately inform students and make them more aware. To motivate the audience to act, we allow time for the radio host or people that work for the radio station to give insight on their experience at the Greenway, and also bring in different demographics to enforce the Nunckatessett Greenway is for all ages and not just college students. We also ask for them to list ideas on activities to do at the Greenway, including walking with or without dogs, frisbee, fishing, canoeing, community events, picnics, hiking, ice skating, cross-country skiing, bird watching, and nature studies. For the Community Service Club, we wanted to also motivate the audience to act and maintain relationships. We wanted to create flyers, hold meetings with incentives for volunteers to encourage involvement. We also wanted to hold group cleanup sessions on weekends or multiple convenient times so more people will be able to attend the event. We really want to enforce the importance of recycling and keep our local community clean. And to maintain relationships, we want to continue service through the maintenance with the Community Service Club. We want to pass out flyers to people, create a hashtag to use on social media, and put signs along the Greenway for people to see. An annual tour or leadership walk with flyers around town in coffee shops, dining halls, gyms, and local businesses is also a great way to get the word out.
All right, so we're going to move on to step 3, where we looked at how to frame the issues and look at message development. So the theme of the website is where nature and history meet, and so we tried to focus on that when we thought about step 3. We're really thinking about getting the community involved with nature. It's a way to enhance recreational, environmental, social, and educational opportunities, and that's why we want to use the resources at BSU the best we can, involve as many students as we can, and then reach out to local schools to get the community wrapped in it. By doing this, we can preserve conservation land and encourage the use of the surrounding area. So with the Community Service Club, they have not worked with us before, and it was a good opportunity for both of us. The same thing with the BSU radio station. They have not covered the NGP, and they are looking for topics to discuss. So this is a great scenario where both groups can help each other out. Tori. Okay. Moving on. Step 4. This is where we discussed our dissemination vehicles and strategies. So the first thing we're going to do is send out emails, and that's how we're going to start contact. These are going to be followed up by face-to-face meetings. We want to sit down with Community Service Club, sit down with the students who run the radio station, get them excited about it, get them to understand what we're doing and why before we ask for their help. So then we have to show them in this meeting that we have something to offer them, they have something to offer us, and that good will come from it. To spread the word around campus, Shelbie told you, we can start with emails, but we also do flyers, hashtags, get the word going. So we use social media a lot for that. And then to recruit elementary ed majors, we can do similar things, and then get them to volunteer to help us with the local school field trips. Having somebody who's an elementary ed major is a great asset. This is part of what they want to do, and so if we can get them involved with students, again, everybody wins. And so then we would do that through also flyers, hang them up around campus.
Okay, so the big picture of everything that we are trying to do with the Nunckatessett Greenway project is for the Community Service Club to help maintain the area and work with local schools to collaborate programs so that we can ultimately get everybody involved in the Nunckatessett Greenway project because we think it's so great. We want the radio station to the radio station has access to large audiences, including BSU staff and students, as well as the surrounding area, including the town of Bridgewater, so many residents as well as students. The Community Service Club is always looking for volunteers to expand their club and places to volunteer, and the Nunckatessett Greenway project gives them somewhere to go, to clean up, and to come together. This also gives the club a place to focus on while helping the environment. So not only are they benefiting themselves as a club, they are helping the environment. Using these target audiences will benefit both the Greenway, the students, the radio station, and the Community Service Club, as well as multiple other nature-related things. I'll get in the frame.
Oh, okay. All right, so this concludes our presentation. I hope you enjoyed what we came up with. 1, 2, 3. Go NGP!